Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a special request by one of my followers. They wanted me to make a video on a duplicate for the perfume Replica by the Fireplace by the brand Maison Margiella, and I am so glad that I could fulfill your requests. If you guys have any other requests for content or for potential, like dupes or some other beauty fashion, related content, just leave them down below and I'll try to do whatever I can to, make those happen. So yeah, let's get into it. So starting off, I want to just briefly talk about Maison Margiella's Replica by the Fireplace. As of yet, I don't have the full-size retail bottle. I only have this travel size, smaller packaging. But upon my, first impression of this scent, I immediately thought about Ameer Al Oud and how they both, I personally feel like they both are really similar. So going into its notes, I will not list out all the notes, just generally, brush them out. So going to the top notes are mostly woody scents and, vanilla and balsamic. The middle notes are, warmer scents like amber and various spices. And the base notes are, it's a very musky and nutty type of fragrance, but the overall perfume, it has that powdery feel to it. Now getting into our duplicate, I have Ameer Al Oud. It is Intense Oud by Lattafa. So this fragrance can be worn by both men and women. So it is genderless and it can be worn by any gender. Therefore, it's not too feminine. It's not such a masculine scent either. It's a very balanced scent. Going into its notes, it has top notes like our original one of agar wood and basically very woody notes, right? And then middle notes of vanilla and sugar. Now these are the elements that give the whole fragrance its sweetness. And here I think we have the vanilla and sugar as well, and the base notes of sandalwood and agar wood. So again, adding to the woody element here. And overall this fragrance too is very powdery, so again quite similar to the original one. If you want a fragrance that is very perfect, to wear in the winter during the holidays, where you have that scent of vanilla and all of that warm and fuzzy feeling during winter, this perfume has that feel. This is a very perfect fragrance to wear in winter, because it's not only sweet, but it has that woody warm element to it, as well as it has that very smoky feel to it too, which is just the type of fragrance you would want in winters. It is quite similar to Maison Margiella's, but I would prefer Ameer Al Oud over the original one, which is because of the longevity and its projection. Ameer Al Oud has about 7 hours or more of longevity, which is amazing. It's quite long lasting, whereas by the Fireplace has only a 2 to 3 hour longevity, which means you have to reapply it throughout the evening. And Ameer Al Oud, it has a very amazing projection. It gradually faints down, it gradually faints into its middle notes and then the base notes, but still even though it fades into the into the final layers, it still lasts very, very long. So you might not need to apply it again. You'll still smell the fragrance on you, unless you want a stronger scent again, then you might consider reapplying. But in its own, you don't need to. It lasts really long. The one here though, this one doesn't have that large of a projection. So again, though they are similar, the projection kind of brings it down. And the biggest thing is your Maison Margiella's by the fireplace is quite expensive, so it will weigh down on your pockets, whereas your Ameer Al Oud, it's relatively quite a bargain in comparison to our original one. So you can get literally the same package deal for quite less amount of money, and with better projection and better longevity. Yeah. So anyways, that was my opinion on both the fragrances. Let me know, what did you think of both of the perfumes if you have tried them, and if which one you prefer. Do you prefer one over the other? Do you like both? And just if you have any other comments, any sort of content ideas, please do leave them down in the comment section. It kind of helps me out to deliver exactly what my audience wants, and that therefore it kind of increases our bond. Anyways, that's it for today's video. I'll see you guys in my next one.